Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing great today. So as I made my earlier video related to the Q4 earnings season, so we are already into the month of April. Yes, the results, the complete results are still yet to be out, but we've already started getting some business update. So in my today's video, I'm going to talk to you about business updates from V2 Retail and V-Mart from the from the value retail sector. So let's just get into their numbers and see how they have done. So over here, the numbers are mostly reported in terms of the sales growth. So there are no, how to say, the bottom line, the EBITDA margin, nothing has been discussed. For that, we have to wait for the complete results. But let's look how well they have done. So in terms of V2 retail, right, they have grown their sales by almost 59% compared to the last year. Last year, they did a sales of around 499 crores. This year, they have done a sale of around 798 crores. In terms of SSG, it stood at around 7.74% compared to increase compared to the last year. And this is very important, right? SSG is nothing but same store sales growth. So right, even though when you're opening new stores, right, the old stores, they have to increase their footfall and increase the overall sales so that the overall volume grows and know that the stores are still popular. And in terms of monthly sales per square feet, it stood around 794 for the Q4 FY26. And in the month and this quarter, they added almost 33 stores and closed down two stores. And the other thing with the management, provided in this update is like that they are mainly focusing on tier two and tier three cities because that's where they see the demand and that's where the demand is coming from. And in terms of the overall year, if we see the overall for the whole year, the revenue grew by almost 61% to 3,060 crores from 1,885 crores last year. The same sales store growth is at around 8.58% for the whole year of FY26. Monthly sales per square feet is at around 925 for the whole of FY26. And if we take for the whole year, they have added around 136 stores, out of which 139 were new stores and three stores, old stores, which they had to close. If you look ask me about the result, it's quite good because the number, the sales growth is quite amazing, almost 59 percent. And if we take out the remove the same store growth overall from the new store, they have increased their sales by almost more than 50%. Now the only concern that I see is right, the slight decline in the same stores sales growth. Because if you look at the overall year, right, the management had targeted the same store sold rate to be at around 8%, which they've achieved it. But for this quarter, it has come down. And obviously, we don't know the reason it has come down. So we have to wait for the management con call to understand and ask the question, what is the reason for it? Is it a one-time issue? Will it come back to normal? Because for the FY27, they have given a guidance of around 8 to 10% for the same store sales growth. And in terms of the bottom line, the margin, and the overall profit. Yes, we have to wait for the whole result. And if we look at the other thing that the management has said is right. So they have opened a lot of stores in their non-core geographies like Maharashtra, Punjab, Rajasthan, and South India. And what they are saying is right, the how to say the response is quite good, and that's why they're very confident and they're going to add the stores at the high pace. Because if you would have gone through the con call in the last quarter, they said for the FY27 they're going to add around 150 stores for the whole year. And if you look at the VMart business update, so their revenue grew by almost 24% to 971 crores from 780 crores, but their same store sales growth grew by almost 12%. And if we divide this same store sales growth between their two brands, for VMart, it was around 12%. And for Unlimited, it was around 9%. And for this quarter, they opened around 29 stores and closed six stores. So as of now, total stores that they have is around 577 crores out of 2026. And for the full year, they added around 92 stores. And obviously, if you look, compare to both the results from the same market, V2 Retail is extremely doing well in terms of the overall sales growth. The only concern, as I said, or how to say, a doubt is on the same store sales growth. Because if you look at VMart, right, even though their overall stores are much higher than V2 Retail, their same store sales growth was around 12%. So yeah, let's see. We understand in the coming con calls and the results what is the reason for it. Is it a slight dip or some other reason which we need to be concerned about it? So we'll wait for the results and I'll keep you posted. And if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you and God bless you.